Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So here, Glamour magazine just published something, and it's having this woman, Stephanie McNeil, saying things about content creators and the Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively case that they're just doing it for money, just to get more money off it, and a lot of other things you need to know. How about you go into this, watch, and tell me what you think about it? Do you think people are doing this for the truth or just for making money off the content? Here it is, guys. Let me know what you think about these videos.
You guys know that I love woke Hollywood. I also love woke articles about Hollywood. There's something very, very funny about an article that's crying about the death of Me Too that is also reducing a group of women to mommy sleuths. They used so many words they love in this article, like right in the beginning, the patriarchy is mentioned. They also used the red pill pipeline. The mysterious red pill pipeline is mentioned. I also formally want to call for a study on the group of people who love the word misogyny, because it seems like 99% of them have no clue what it means. Like, this is actually very misogynistic, guys. And before you ask, yeah, I'm deeply offended that I wasn't included in this. I don't think they would want to print DJ Hungry Human, though, in Glamour magazine. But I am also not a mommy. So what about me? This is not very inclusive. And before you start with me, this page is not a red pill pipeline. I do love that phrase though, because like people get all scared in the comments. Is this a red pill pipeline? It really does seem like you guys think that if you like scroll past a Candace Owens TikTok, like if you stay on it longer than 3 seconds, you are going to wake up in a MAGA hat. Like I think you guys are going to be okay. This is not a pipeline to anything but possibly free thinking. Okay. I'm a libertarian. I don't want to pay taxes. I want the government to be as small as possible and stay the fuck out of my business. All right. I'm a registered independent. Look me up. My legal name is DJ Hungry Human. You can see. Also, I have no husband, no kids, and I work for myself. So you can't find a more independent bitch than me. And the final thing that I want to say is, can you guys make up your mind? Are we supposed to be judging people on their character or on their gender and their race? Because last time I checked, equality means you judge people on their character, and the character kind of stinks.
We need to talk about this ridiculous Glamour magazine article, and specifically the author of this article that I was IG friends with up until 5 minutes ago. This article, written by Stephanie McNeil, inside the Blake Lively hate campaign fueled by mommy sleuths. I actually mentioned Stephanie McNeil in one of my videos over a year ago now. She wrote a piece about Tom Sandoval, basically saying how he ruined white nail polish for us. I loved the writing. It was great. We became IG friends after that. She sent me her book. I read some of her book. But when I saw her put out a video trying to, explain herself, it was a horrible explanation. We'll get into that. I had to defriend her because I am so sick of people trying to make the Blake Lively drama about politics. It's actually so absurd that I don't really understand how you're making it about politics when if you look at the evidence, it's pretty clear as to what is right versus what is wrong. Just take this little snippet here. The death of Me Too and embrace of patriarchal ideas isn't coming from politics, it's coming from women online. Oh, the irony of her bringing up Me Too and how people that are against Blake Lively, they're going against the Me Too movement. When Blake Lively, everything she is doing in this lawsuit, the lies about SH, that is dangerous to the Me Too movement. Everything she has done is an injustice to victims. The way she is like targeting moms, like in this article, like she tries to put it back on Candace Owens, who like would use the word mommy sleuths. But when Candace Owens would use it, she would use it in a like positive manner, saying like how these like online sleuths are doing a great job. And this comment under Stephanie's post says it all. This article uses mommy as a condescending label is actually the most anti-feminist thing here, reducing women to mommy sleuths as if their opinions are less valid because of their mothers. It's just another way to dismiss and belittle them. Yes, 1000%. Stephanie does bring up Candace Owens, like I said, and she's doing that to show like, hey, if you're like pro Justin Baldoni and you're against Blake, oh, you are on the wrong side, like Candace Owens. I think it's proven, like the fact that so many people watched Candace and thought she did a great job covering this, I think it proves that Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni drama has nothing to do with politics. She goes on to bring up how some people had made videos about Blake Lively posing with fans at the Another Simple Favor premiere and how people were saying those fans were hired. One of them was Paul Feig's wife, allegedly. And then she brings up that in her actuality, they say the carpet was not filled with fans but protesters. Correction, one protester. Holding signs outside the theater in support of Baldoni. According to one, Lively was terrified to walk the carpet. Blake Lively was so afraid to walk the carpet, she didn't have to. No one expected her to walk the carpet, A. And lastly, if you're so fearful of your life, then you wouldn't walk it. But she walked it because she was just fine. There was one protester. And it seems like her IG posts did not get a lot of love. So then she puts out this video to explain herself.
There's one misconception that I think is really important to clear up. There is this belief that me, as someone who works for corporate media, has more of an incentive to lie or bend the truth than people who are independent creators or citizen journalists on TikTok or Instagram do. The complete opposite is actually the truth. A lot of these creators will say things like, I'm not beholden to corporate media.
Sorry, can we just pause for 1 second? I'm not beholden to corporate media. I've never heard any creator say that. Honestly, I didn't even know that beholden was a word until she said that.
But they are not only getting paid for creating this content, they get paid the more dramatic that it is. They are the ones profiting off of the Blake Lively drama. Personally, I make what my salary is, whether, 10 people read my story or 10 million read my story. I personally do not profit off of this Instagram account.
Oh, I get it. So you're just bitter, obviously, that you're not making money like the TikTok content creators. Or maybe you're bitter that apparently you can't make such engaging content that people want to come back to it. Sorry? The fact that your entire piece is just literally going at content creators for creating content, which you also do. I mean, you might not make money as you claim, but that's not their fault. And what's wrong with people having theories? Oh, God forbid someone, I don't know, has an idea or a theory out there. Do you know how many theories have ended up being truths in life? Let's read some of the comments that were underneath both her posts, the original magazine post and then her video post. Dave Neal commented, Daddy Sleuth reporting for duty. I love that. How much did you guys get paid to gaslight us? Blake Lively's actions damaged herself. She didn't need anyone else's help in that. You can spin it all you want, Glamour magazine, but most of our eyes are open. I love this comment that was left underneath her video post. I, as the general public, have no issue with content creators profiting from this. In fact, I enjoy the commentary. People have always made a living reporting and analyzing current events, so why should independent creators be any different? What's more concerning is how you blatantly underestimate the intelligence of the general public. We are not mindless consumers incapable of critical thought. The entire article came across as one long condescending dismissal, as if the public is nothing more than a gullible mass easily manipulated by online discourse. So Stephanie McNeil, as a feminist, made this post that is so anti-feminism, and then you put out a video doubling down on everything you've said. No shocker that you are a Blake Lively supporter.
So here now, she says that they get more money off it, and that's the reason why they, engage in Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively case, tackling mommies. Excuse you, if you want to be a content creator to make money, quit your job, you get more money. But, not all content creators get paid off this. It's just time for the truth and say what is truth. Let's keep watching, guys. Tell me what you think about this.
I'm a writer and editor at Glamour magazine, and I wrote an article yesterday about how the Blake Lively thing, Justin Baldoni stuff, has gone completely bananas on TikTok and Instagram. There are so many conspiracy theories. There are all of these creators who have jumped on the bandwagon, and they are saying that basically the corporate media is lying to you. There's all these ways that we can tell that Blake Lively is about.
I can't tell if you're being purposefully obtuse or if this is the extent of your ability to understand the nuance of the conflict between legacy media and independent journalists or content creators, and why the former has lost credibility and the role that the latter plays in filling those gaps. You mentioned that your comments on Instagram are a mess, and that is true, but you failed to mention that the majority of those comments are about how condescending they found your mommy sleuths angle. You say it was Candace Owens that coined the term mommy sleuths, but I don't consume anything from Candace Owens, and a cursory search didn't find any kind of confirmation of this. But alas, the tone in which it was used in your article was definitely meant to embarrass, to condescend, to undermine these silly little mommy sleuths who, in between doing their silly little mom things, like to pretend like they have more than 2 brain cells to rub together by cosplaying investigative journalists like you, I suppose. No one on this planet thinks that you, the journalist employed by Condé Nast, is being bribed by Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, or their team. No one thinks that you, Stephanie have a financial stake in this. We do understand that PR does play a role in entertainment journalism. It has before the Lively Baldoni debacle, and it will after. If you had taken a second to review the legal documents provided by both parties, or took the time to consider the implications of Lively's smear campaign angle, you would think that you noticed that your overarching message that legacy media companies are honest sources who only produce content for the sake of providing balanced information to the masses is in direct conflict with the point that the woman you're trying to defend is making in her lawsuits. If the point of this article was to, I don't know, solidify you as some kind of investigative journalistic expert, it would have helped if you did your due diligence and addressed some of the real reasons why women have found themselves on the other side of Lively in this debacle. Instead, you've attributed every bit of pushback to Trump supporting stay-at-home moms who are determined to take down the Me Too movement from the comfort of their own home. And they're doing this all exclusively for financial gain. Because I'm a reasonable person, I can acknowledge that this is the case with some. That will always be the case. No matter what topic we discuss, no matter what side of what topic we're on, there will always be some bad faith actors. But to say that's the majority is so lazy. And this could have been a really interesting, balanced piece because there was a point to be made here. Instead, it felt like the ego-filled ramblings of a mediocre journalist who seems to have found an easy angle to undermine those who she feels makes her work a little less valuable. Exactly. Publications like Glamour magazine aren't putting out articles simply for their intrinsic value. Clicks and views and these metrics they talk about with such disdain matter to these publications because they matter to their advertisers. So perhaps the journalist doesn't have a direct financial stake in the reach or virality of the piece, but you bet your bottom dollar the publication does. You bet your ass that the conglomerate that owns the publication does. As if the Glamour magazines of the world are immune to clickbait headlines and just yellow journalism in general. And in terms of what content creators are making for their anti-Blake Lively coverage, I can only speak for myself, but my Blake Lively videos don't crazy outperform me talking about beans on toast or Boy Meets World. Just like a quick, easy scroll through my Blake Lively playlist will confirm that. And there are creators who are very supportive of Blake Lively who have great numbers on their videos. While there isn't a huge financial incentive that I've seen to continue talking about Blake Lively, if a creator's audience is particularly interested in a specific subject, it is not strange for that creator to continue investing time talking about and researching said subject. That's generally how this works. The data tells you how to optimize your content. You do that. I'm pretty sure that's the way it works, or it should work for all digital media.
Could it be that because she's, unable to create content that drags her audience, that's why she's, saying people doing this because they want to make money off it? And also, if your audience, just like what this content creator just said, if your audience is interested in something, yeah, you should continue. You shouldn't stop. Okay? So, guys, do you think she's just like jealous or something and, just want to go after the people campaigning for the truth? Tell me what you think about this, guys. Let me know everything. Share your thoughts. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, guys. Thank you. Bye.